Hey guys, my name's Jerry from Blue Monkey Media. I've been invited out to Ashley Holloway's workshop to see what happens when they service a Speedway engine.
So my name's Ashley Holloway. I'm a Speedway engine builder. We've been working on Speedway engines now for around 15 years. Started off working for another engine tuner in Denmark called Brian Karga. Later then we moved down to Poland to work for Andreas Jonsson. Met up with Emil Seifedinov in 2009. Yeah, worked with some top riders, Jason Crump, Jason Doyle, Ryan Sullivan. Yeah, just to name a few. And yeah, we're going to talk you through what we do to these engines when we service them. So when the engines arrive, Matej takes the engines into the cleaning department where they're stripped and inspected, cleaned through, made sure that there's nothing majorly wrong, and the parts are prepared and brought back into my work area here where they're straightened, skinned, and anything that needs to be done is done to it before we reassemble the engine. Once everything's dried and cleaned, we then start to reassemble the engine, starting with the crankshaft. First we start by putting silicone around the crankcases to make sure we've got a nice seal to make sure there's no oil leaks. We're now going to cut the valve seats on our new CNC machine, which will ensure that we've got the perfect valve to seat contact. Now we've got the crankshaft inside the crankcases, it's time to put on the cylinder and piston. The cylinder's been honed, the piston will have new piston rings, all the tolerances are checked, so now it's time just to put everything back together. So now we've got the crankshaft in the crankcases, the piston and cylinders on, the valve seats have been cut, now it's time to install the valve springs. They're checked on our pressure tester and installed to the correct heights. The next stage is to attach the cylinder head to the bottom of the engine. Now we can install the camshaft, which is the heart of the engine. After that, we install the rocker arms and check the tappet clearances to make sure they are as they should be. Now we're getting to the important parts of the Speedway engine. We're installing the cam chain, which is the drive between the crankshaft and the camshaft. Then we're going to adjust the cam timing. A degree here and there on the cam timing can make all the difference. This is down to rider preference on how they want the engine to perform, but this is really a vital part of the engine setup. With the cam timings done, we can check the free play on the cam chain, make sure that's all okay, install the oil pump, the ignition side cover, and then put the ignition on. With the ignition on and set at the right timings, it's basically now just to put on the last covers, the small side ignition cover, the nice GM logo, the rocker cover goes on, install the spark plug, and she's ready to go.